Right, it goes. First pike of the year. I've already unhooked it. If you can see the stick to the back of my hand, it went a bit mad in my hand. But, let's get it weighed, is it? Right then, yeah. So I've been walking to areas that I really haven't fished before, and I literally thought, this is it, I'm packing up to go home. And literally, as I'm standing by the rod, the float dipped straight under, and I thought, was it taken? I think, because it didn't move for bloody ages. And then it went under and slowly started sort of cruising off under the water. So I hit it then. So here we go. I checked on double checked on both sets of scales. It's coming up about £9.4. So it's not quite a double, but still lovely pike to start the year off. It's got a bit mad on the mat, so it's a bit foamy, but yeah, really happy with that. Right, I'm gonna get one photo and then we'll get it back. I've had her in the margins for about 7 or 8 minutes now. Literally when I moved the net it went metal and now it's closed back up, so you can push it back up. Come on. There we go. Let's get a tail out. And it broke off. She's swimming off quite happy now. Lovely, lovely, lovely. As I said at the beginning of the clip, literally, I've never fished where I am now, and literally, it didn't look too promising. I could see the bottom, it's clear, and literally I was walking through and there was nothing there was nothing to sort of think, oh yes, get there, get fish there, cast there. But I know that I have walked a hell of a long way from the car and it is starting to get dark now. And I don't really want to be traipsing along the banks in the dark, so I think I've had that one. Here's to the next session on the bank. Right then, I'll catch you again sometime. Ta-da. Alright then, so today we're back fishing where I was, and yeah, pretty much same methods, except I've got here a little bit earlier because the amount of time it took me to get here. I've tried to cut out all the messing around in between, trying different things, and I've just gone straight out, dead bait straight out again, and hopefully we'll pick one up pretty early, and then we can get out before it gets dark, so we're not traipsing through mud in the dark. Right then, I'll see you later. Right then, so while I'm on the bank, I know that I've only got trace-wise is what I've got out, so I'm going to show you how quickly to just slap together a quick pike rig on the bank. This is how I do it. Probably people, they do it hundreds of different ways, but I'm going to give you a quick run through. So what I've pulled out of the box is I've got a box of salmon trebles and a swivel. This is a swivel I pulled out of my old Coarse fishing tackle box. It's still good. And I got some coated wire trace wire. But I found coated having that is essential because the plain wire does go rusty and it's a lot harder to play with. So yeah, I'll quickly slap one of these rigs together now and I'll show you how I do it. So first of all, pull off about a metre, say, yeah, and nothing fancy, household scissors and cut straight through it. So what I will do then, another important item that you'll need is forceps. I didn't show you them, but everyone knows what forceps are. So at the end of the wire, thread the hook and the treble hook straight on. And what you'll do, what I usually do, is a 3-turn blood knot. The wire is not going to move, to be fair. Once you've got a grip on the knot, nothing slides on the wire. So I've got 3 turns on that. Thread it through. Try not to hook yourself, because it does hurt. So pull it back up. So that's what you've got to pull tight. Effectively, it's a bit crude. If you wanted to, you could use crimps or fancy wire like that, but pretty much. That's going to hold, and that's not going to come free. So the second hook. One thing that used to get me was when you're making rigs, is how far apart to separate it. So I'll thread this down the line now, or down the wire, till about where I think it should go. Easiest way to work out how far you need it: get in the freezer, pull out a dead bait, cut it to it. So that's going to go into the flank, and you want the hook to sit around about in the tail. So that's the sort of depth you want it. What I do then is, once you've got the line going through there, you pull it so it's directly over. I get that right. So you've got to fold in the line, go under the hook, and make sure that's tight. Try not to give any sort of loose line. Then go round the hook like that 3 times, and then just pull it up through the eye. And that will keep the hook steady, and it's not going to move anywhere. So that's effectively, that's the 2 trebles in place on wire, and that's not moving anywhere. Right, go on to the easy end now. The last end where I put the swivel, which I can't find. There it is. Right, easiest part. Thread it on to the wire, loop it over, and a straight overhand knot. So you get that. Wrap it around your finger, and then pull the swivel back through. Straight to the end. Grab the hooks with the forceps, and then give it a good old yank to pull that knot tight. So if you can do that. And literally that's not going to move. I tested these. I put them, I strapped them against the wall in the garage and leaned against them and pulled them, and these hooks, these knots, and so on, are not going to give before the hook gives. Literally, I was pulling them against the wall, the hooks opened before the knots give, so you're not going to fish any harder than that, are you? So there we go. It's just hold it tight. I find that, just like braid, the wire, pull it tight before you cut it, and you're just going to get a clean cut. So there we are. Dead bait trace, or what do you call it? Just want to wobble dead baits. That's ideal. Pretty much the same if you want to do a lure rig. Just put overhand loop, swivel, and then put one of the clip swivels. It's easy. Okay then, so we're sitting on the bank after our 5th move, and we still have yet to find a pike. I did have a lure rod out, so I've actually put that trace I tied under a float. So hopefully we've got a dead bait out each, and I've got 2. But yeah, we still chase it. We got about an hour till it starts getting dark, and it's usually, I find, where we fish in now is dusk is the time. So we're hoping. All right then, we'll see you later. Right then, so this is the end. There's Alan, there he is. All happy. We've spent the whole day down here. We just had a torrential rain shower, and still no pike. So at least I had one last week, innit? Right then, I'll catch you guys next time I'm on the bank. Ta-da! Right, good morning. We're back out a week later now, and I've brought Alan to a different venue, somewhere where I think we might be able to get a few jacks, because he's never actually seen a real live pike. So it's all about getting a pike for Alan to see, hopefully trying to get him to catch it, see how things pan out, and yeah, just trying to get one. It's been frosty this morning, and the car was a nightmare to defrost, and well, let's say where we packed up last week. After a long hard day blanking, it absolutely hammered down, so we were soaking by the time we got back to the car. So everything's just been hanging up drying until now. And then when I went to get it this morning, a lot of it was all crispy and frozen in the garage. But yeah, let's see if we can get a single pike, and we'll progress from there. All right then, I'll catch you later. Here we go, bait for the morning. £2 4p for 8 sardines. Bargain. Float just gone down. Yeah, something's happening. Let's get the slack in. Hopefully it's that one that we saw breaking the surface. Bother from it until we get it. I think it's gone anyway.
I think it's gone?
Yeah, whatever we're taking it, plug it off. Just feels it. So, there we go. First pike of the 3rd session chasing them. Only about 6 or 7 pounds, but yeah, we're getting a bit of action now. I think this is it now. We've stayed here long enough. We need to move on, see if we can try a few more different spots, and see if we can get some more on the bank. Right then, here we go. Let's get him back. Still there. As it jumped in, I just felt the teeth shred my finger. There we are, it's gone. You see him? Right, lesson 1, make sure you've got a good grip of the pike when you're putting it back, because if you clip a tooth, you're going to bleed a lot. End of lesson.
It's a good fish.
Right then, so I've come back to a place where I've fished before, and literally we've sat here not a touch, and then an old friend came to visit, and this time round we were actually able to check and double check the weights, and we got £14.11, so the last year's weight of £14.15 I'm going to stick with. But awesome pike, monster of a pike. Again, the weight isn't there, but it's a massive pike, and it's still pug nose as well. Right, I'm going to get a couple of photos with Alan by here, and then we'll get it back. Right then. Should I come out and take some photos of that? So a quick one on the other side. And the slung pug mouth. All the way back. There's the tumour. Got a bit bigger since last year. All the way down. On 2 mats. Right. Stay back. Oh yes, you can see it now, yeah, you can see it. And away she goes. Right, where's Alan? Get him in the background. Literally, we've reeled those rods in, and well, I reeled my rods in while that was in the bank because I thought I'm not going to get better than that. That was, or is still, my PB pike. It's a bit down on weight. It's about three. What did I say? It was 14.15 last time, so it's 14.11 this time. So it's 4 ounces down after a year, and that tumour's got a bit bigger, so that's a bit worrying. But how does that end off our little pike fishing weekends then? I know the weather's going to change next week, so we probably won't be out. It's going to drop to like minus 10 or 15 or something like that. That's what it's forecasting. So it'll probably be snowing. But we've had a pike or two. You enjoy that?
Yeah, I enjoyed.
You enjoyed. Alright then, we'll catch you again. Ta-da. Right then, so I'm out for the 4th weekend in a row, and I'm trying to get myself my 4th pike of the year. Yeah, I've been out on the bank probably 3 hours now, and nothing at all. It started drizzling as soon as I got here. That's why I probably haven't done any filming, because the camera's getting soaked at the moment. And it's like thick drizzle turned into like very light rain, and then more drizzle. So the filming's going to be kept on to a minimum, mainly because everything's getting slightly damp, not just wet. It's dampening weather. But yeah, so I'm simply no lure fishing or anything, just gone out dead baits against some reeds. And that's what I've been doing. I've been moving, finding a nice set of reeds, putting a dead bait there, and hopefully a pike will come along. Alright then, I'll catch you later. There we go. Final move and last bit of light. I'm gonna hit this. Not yet. There we go. Going in the net. Bit of weed as well, but let's get the mat out and we'll get it ready. Well, I thought it was going to be about 6 or 7. It's actually £5.4. That's really lively. So there we go. 4 visits, 4 pike. I'm really chuffed. I thought this was going to be a blank. But, yeah.
Let's get it back then. Here we go. Let's put it back.
Lovely stuff. Right then, so that's it. 4 pike, 4 sessions, all in 2015. Yeah, so it's been a good little run. The drizzle's starting again, so I need to get all the cameras packed away. I'm packing up myself now. It looks a lot lighter than it does on screen, but it is getting dark, and it's getting dark quick. So I think I've had my pike, so I'm happy. Alright then, I'll see you next time I'm on the pike. Ta-da!